Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday to all of you. Here's your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. President Joe Biden and a bipartisan group of senators finally agreed on the framework for nearly $1 trillion in hard infrastructure spending. There are several mayors proposing new stimulus payments for their residents. Congress is finally taking action for the American people. In a video later on this evening, I will be announcing the winner of this week's $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. To enter my giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. The chances of a new infrastructure spending bill passing after President Joe Biden and a bipartisan group of U.S. senators found some common ground. But the journey toward actual nationwide investments in roads, bridges, and other infrastructure is far from over. David Heller, the VP of Government Affairs for Truckload Carriers Association, had told reporters the conversations are happening because there is a real need for infrastructure spending, without a doubt. But this is a step in a long line of steps that need to be taken. It is a supposed bill, and whether it gets done or not remains anybody's guess. While President Biden and some senators agreed on the basic framework of $973 billion in infrastructure spending over the next 5 years, with another $236 billion in the subsequent 3 years, the administration is tying the president's approval to other spending that Joe Biden called human infrastructure.
But yesterday was a significant moment when you saw Democrats and Republicans and the President of the United States stand outside together and say, we've come to agreement to work toward passing a historic investment in infrastructure, one that would have, I just have this handy chart up here, I thought someone might ask about this, would have key components that would help communities across the country. And I talked with him about this morning, what he was most excited about, what he's going to continue, what his message is going to be as he continues to advocate for this bill moving forward. One is the significant economic impact. It's going to help create millions of good-paying union jobs. It will also have a huge impact on low-income communities, on communities of color. It will eliminate lead pipes to stop kids from drinking poison water. Flint, Michigan should not be so far away that we don't remember the impact on that community. Part of this package will help prevent that from ever happening again. It includes the single largest investment in environmental remediation in history. What does that mean? A lot of people at home don't know what that means, so I'm going to explain it. And it's 100% of what he asked for. It means cleaning up pollution in communities that have disproportionately borne the brunt of environmental pollution. It also means capping wells where big oil companies left wells uncapped with methane pouring out. It means putting people back to work to do the work we need to do to help create a clean energy economy for the long term. And it has the largest investment in public transit in our nation's history. We know this will also have an enormous impact on low-income communities, many communities of color. I'll also note there are huge components of this package that will help address the climate crisis. One is the first time we've ever invested, in a network of EV charging stations across the country. So electric vehicles, I don't currently own one, maybe I will in the future, who knows? It will make it easier. There will be more charging stations so people can use them across the country. It will have the largest investment in history in a clean energy transmission grid, something that will also help us take a huge step forward. And this bill also will help us, and this is a piece he talked about yesterday, but he's particularly excited about, make us more competitive in the world. And
that human infrastructure spending would include tax increases and money to combat climate change, support for childcare, education, and other social programs that the Senate could pass using the budget reconciliation process, which would only need Democrats' support. President Biden had told reporters yesterday, both needs to get done, and I am going to work closely with Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Leader Chuck Schumer to make sure that both move through the legislative process promptly and in tandem. Let me emphasize that, and in tandem. We need physical infrastructure, but we also need the human infrastructure as well. They are part of my overall plan. What we agreed on today is what we could agree on. There was no agreement on the rest. We are going to have to do that through the budget process. I'm happy that our lawmakers have finally reached an agreement on the framework of the infrastructure package, But there is still a lot more negotiating that needs to take place before the bill is actually passed. Currently, Trenton, New Jersey's mayor, Reed Gusciora, wants to send the city's more than 28,000 households a $500 stimulus payment as the capital city recovers from the crisis. The money, which is $15 million, would come from the roughly $73 million that Trenton is receiving from the federal government as part of the American Rescue Plan, according to a proposal that details how the city would spend its share of $390 billion being sent to municipalities across the country. Mayor Gusciora told reporters on Thursday, "We felt this was a good way to help people catch up on their rent, catch up on their utility bills, make a down payment on their property taxes. We get it that a lot of people are in dire times and it's difficult for them to get back on their feet after a year of being in this crisis." Gusciora said the plan was developed with the help of the city's Economic Development Board during its weekly discussions and does its best to address various aspects of the city that can use a boost. The council president, Kathy McBride, said she'd like more money into the hands of residents, and so would I. But if you double or triple it, that would take up a lot of the economic recovery dollars coming into the city. I think our plan is a really good balance between all of the needs of the city. Trenton, New Jersey received its first round of funding last month, about $36.5 million. Pending council approval, portions of the funding will also go towards hazard pay for city workers active during the crisis, infrastructure, job training, and business support programs. Some top economists are still calling for more direct aid to millions of Americans. More than 150 economists, including former Obama administration economist Jason Furman, signed a letter that argued for recurring direct stimulus payments lasting until this economy completely recovers. Greg Nassif, the political director of Humanity Forward, is also pushing for recurring stimulus payments. Although the economy is improving, including a surge in hiring in March, millions of people continue to suffer from reduced income and have not been able to tap the government aid programs. There have been millions of dollars in federal stimulus funds that are starting to arrive in cities, and local leaders are beginning to float ideas for how they would like to spend it. So everyone, how do you think that our states and cities should use the extra stimulus funds? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. So that is the end of the video for this morning, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to enter the $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and please remember to leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful and blessed Friday.